Good morning. Reading section B has got two questions. Question 3A is a summary weighing marks 20, whereas question 3B is an interview question and it weighs marks 5. Right now, I've got an interview question for you. The interview question says, some, I beg your pardon, please. Some local people blame that modern way of chemical use in pesticides and insecticides in farming has damaged our ecosystem. What is your opinion in this regard? There is an answer to this interview question. Answer: no, that is not true. Modern way of farming idealizes organic farming. It discourages use of chemicals in pesticides and insecticides. Modern way of farming has reduced the use of fossil fuels and introduced solar energy and wind power in agricultural fields. Modern way of farming has developed high yield seeds. Text B is a passage for reading section B. It will certainly have a number of paragraphs, and these paragraphs will carry a caption, a headline. There might have been some subcaptions, subheadings, if the case may be so, but on most of the occasions we do not have any subheadings. Usually the size of the passage is shorter than that of text A, as text A being a fiction, text B usually is a non-fiction, and we can very accurately call it an article. It's an information article that carries information on a specific topic or subject. As the case we find over here, it's on farming, and we have talked about modern way of farming. And then there has been a question on the use of pesticides and insecticides. So there has been a fear of mentioning insecticides and pesticides where the chemical use has threatened the ecosystem. An answer has been provided to it that says that is not true and rather idealizes organic farming in this regards. It discourages the use of chemicals in pesticides and in insecticides, and it has certainly reduced the use of fossil fuels, encouraging solar energy and wind power. While the modern way of farming has developed high yields crops, that means the financial benefit on these crops is far greater than the ones which were doing earlier the traditional farming. Agriculture has always gone along with the ecosystem. In fact, it has boosted ecosystem. What what has happened with the mechanization of agriculture? The mechanization of agriculture, in fact, has certainly posed some of the challenges to the ecosystem. There are carbon emissions and, yes, the exposures of chemicals, very dangerous chemicals, who may certainly damage the ecosystem and many of the resources being developed within our ecosystem. That's all for reading section B. with text B farming.